Wait, what?
I was saying, did you hear about what's going on with the Department of Education?
Oh, you're talking about how the Secretary of Education has been accused of being an accomplice in a cover up of an interstate child abuse ring that has nothing to do with Jeffrey Epstein?
What?
Oh, yeah, no, there's a second child abuse ring accusation that's been floating out here against this White House and this current cabinet, but it has absolutely nothing to do with an island. It has everything to do with the Secretary of Education, her husband, and the company that she ran, where they used kids, many of them unhoused, as child labor, and then those kids were then abused very terribly by men who worked very closely with her and her husband, many of which were actually inside her inner circle. And then as this information came out, she and her husband, using their company's wealth, would then like try to pressure these kids and local media to make sure none of this was ever covered. Because also it was like the 80s and the 90s, so everyone was like, oh, that's kind of crazy. And there's like tapes about this and all this other different stuff. In fact, there was even a documentary that was released on Netflix about it last year because it's called the Ring Boy Scandal.
Wait, Matt Gaetz is not the head of the Department of Education.
No. Matt Gaetz is not the Secretary of Education. No,
Yeah.
but he has been accused of doing something very similar, about taking an unhoused teenager across state lines and then paying them and then abusing them. Mm-hmm. That's a completely different person. They wanted him to be the Attorney General originally.
Okay.
But he didn't get the job.
Uh-huh.
Okay. But the Secretary of Education we currently have right now, Linda